This year, 2018, wasn't a particularly good year in making movies. And granted, I've already made a list of what I think were the worst movies of 2018, but I honestly don't feel satisfied with that list. I feel that this needs to be more talked about. From 50 Shades Darker to Skyscraper to The Nutcracker and The Four Realms, this year in movie making was a particularly horrible year. Yes, there were good movies. Yes, there were movies I actually enjoyed. But about 80% of the movies that came out this year were horrible. Like, they were boring. I have no idea why they even bothered making these movies. Is it almost so strange to point out that I almost don't feel the need to even go to the movies anymore? We had movies like Skyscraper and Truth or Dare and Sherlock Holmes and the Genomes and Sherlock Holmes and Watson, which for some reason had Will Ferrell in it, but Will Ferrell was not gonna save that movie at all. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's one of my favorite actors, but even he couldn't save Skyscraper. Even The Nun that came out, part of the Conjuring series, so far one of the greatest horror series, in my opinion, came out with a horrible movie that I just couldn't stand. I did like the first two Conjuring movies, but Annabelle and The Nun just goes to prove that this series doesn't need to be a shared universe. Why does every movie series that come out now think they need to be a Marvel Cinematic shared universe? It's just that concept doesn't work with everything. It's not always going to work. I even remember hearing a rumor about the Ghostbusters having a shared universe, which doesn't really make sense. It makes sense with Marvel because those characters connect. It makes sense with DC because those characters connect. It would make sense with a couple other genres, but this type of thing doesn't work with every movie. The Predators try to do this. They try to make this expanded shared universe in their new movie, but thank God that movie flopped because I did not want to see a sequel to that. They come out with like some retarded, stupid concepts for movies. Now we have Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare, that is a horror movie. Just like an emoji is now a movie. Usually when actors, directors, producers get a script for a movie and they feel passionate about that movie, that they want to make that movie because they think that movie's going to be noteworthy or it's going to make money. And you're telling me that not one person that were making these movies in 2018 foresaw that, hey, this movie's probably going to flop. Hey, this movie's going to be forgettable the next day. Even when a movie is not bad, it's mediocre. A movie is just okay. But think about it. If a movie's just okay, are you really going to want to watch it again? Hey, why are you so angry? These are just movies. You shouldn't be so angry about movies. Like, they're just movies. That's all they are. Well, my friend, I spend my hard-earned money on these movies. I go out of the time of my day, out of my own time, to go be entertained for at least 2 hours. But no, I at least walk into a theater and I think, oh, well, this movie is okay. Whether it's some director's artistic choice, whether the producers or whatever, the people working on this movie decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make this movie and not really put that much passion into it. Even sometimes when I'm watching a movie, I can see on screen that the actors are just bored. Like, they're not even invested in what they're doing. Granted, I've seen some movies with some bad concepts before. It's nothing that's not unseen or unheard of in the movie industry to hear about movies that you have no idea why they even made these movies or why that was even a good concept to begin with, or they thought it was a good concept to begin with. 2018 does have some benefits to it, like we finally got Avengers Infinity War. We finally got some good movies, at least 10 good movies that I can think of off the top of my head that are at least somewhat decent. But every single other movie that has come out this year was just utter shit. It was just utter garbage. I have no idea why they made these movies. I have no idea why they thought this was a good idea or a good concept. Like, they all tried to do the same thing Marvel did. Either that or it was just a mediocre movie, like the movie The Grinch. Yes, I just mentioned that. Like, the movie The Grinch should have been at least somewhat entertaining. It should have been at least a decent movie. But no, that movie was just mediocre, if anything else. Even the new Aquaman. The Aquaman was awesome, but even then, that movie is also mediocre. So I'll be one of the first to admit that 2018 was not a particularly good year for movies. It was actually a pretty shitty year. Yes, there were some good movies, but most of them were just bad, beyond bad. And that's just something that really irks me for my hard-earned money. Anyways, guys, this is just my opinion, and my opinion alone, you can take it how it is. This is Matthew Scooby, signing off. Oh, and by the way, if you can, please like and subscribe, because it helps out my little channel. You guys have a good day. Peace out.